So here in manufacturing plant, we get close to the bridge where we have the police forces that are fighting the purity first.
They're storming the plant.
Terrorists, they are storming the plant. And I wanted so badly to have this piece of show don't tell where now that the police are pressuring in the facility and everything, but with playtest we saw that most players never really saw what was happening. Like it was too
it was under their feet.
Exactly.
Yeah. So a lot of ideas during level design itself. We wanted to have windows. We wanted to show how do we showcase this type of event, but this event was only on paper, so it was very hard to actually make sure that every single player was seeing it, and the whole AI versus AI came very, very, very late, right, Pat?
Yeah. Like the AI programmer will probably have a different story to that, but you needed to have a faction system when you need to turn like enemies or NPC. They were neutral and they have to know who they are neutral to and who they can attack. So by having like Jensen like taking control of a turret and say this turret now attacks the enemy has to know who is now like used to be his friend. The turret was a friend, now it becomes an enemy. So we had
sounds like Facebook.
Yeah, so we had that system, and that's the beauty with Deus Ex, where we built systemic features, and then the AI could fight against each other, even if we didn't put too much love. I think it came like at a cost, like of a low cost, but the production might not be impressive, like we wish, like you wish.
One of the constraints as well is that we didn't want to have the player interact with those guys. We really wanted to have AI versus AI and leave them independent. So just because of that, we had to make sure the player was enclosed in a very safe environment. Thus, the infamous corridor with the glass
with the glass floor that no woman is ever going to want to walk over.
Why? So we are about to enter the first social boss fight with Zeke Sanders. And actually, the story here is that early on, we decided that, for some reasons that I can't remember very well, but we decided that you wouldn't be able to use the social augmentation against this guy. And that as we were fleshing out the upgrade system, we were mapping out not mapping out, but establishing the pacing at which rhythm you would get the praxis kits or the praxis points. And that's why at the beginning of the game, I'm not fully happy with how many praxis kits that you get as you move forward.
Well, if I remember correctly, this was the third social boss fight that we wrote, and at the time that we wrote it, we didn't even have the concept of praxis kits. You had to go to the limb clinic to get operated on, and so when we
were controlling
we
it.
knew that you wouldn't get augmented before that, and you'd have no chance to have the social aug. So I think that's why we decided not to have it initially in this conversation, because we knew you wouldn't have had a chance to get it.